Duan Joshu suddenly opened his eyes, the two suddenly looked at each other, and Sang-ji hurried back to the bathroom to calm down. Sang-ji pushed a simple bed to sleep next to Duan Joshu. Duan Joshu felt wronged for her, but Sang-ji enjoyed it. He took out his mobile phone and sent a message to his friends. The next day, Sang-ji wiped Duan Joshu's face early in the morning before going to class. Duan Joshu asked her to help him get the computer at home, but Sang-ji refused. He was sick and couldn't continue working. Hearing Sang-ji teach him a lesson, Duan Joshu couldn't help feeling that she had really grown up. Sang-ji hurried to class, but her roommate said that Jong Ming kept asking her that day, so Sang-ji could only tell Jong Ming that her relative was sick, apologized and invited him to watch a movie when she was free. Duan Joshu really couldn't sit still, and wanted his boss to send him a computer, but his boss refused to let him take a good rest. Sang-ji went to Duan Joshu's house, and looked around his house curiously, but he didn't expect that there was still a photo with her in his house. Seeing the photo of Duan Joshu and his mother, Sang-ji introduced himself. Sang-ji helped Duan Joshu get some clothes and 2 pairs of underwear. His hands couldn't help shaking when he closed the closet door. Zhang Ying came just after Sang-ji left. She didn't know that there was no one in Duan Joshu's family, so she was very emotional. Sang-ji went to the hospital with big bags and small bags. An old man came to the next bed. Seeing Sang-ji, he thought she was Duan Joshu's wife. Duan Joshu explained that she was his younger sister. However, the old man couldn't hear clearly, so he spoke earnestly to persuade Duan Joshu to get married early so as not to delay the little girl. Duan Joshu could only agree, comforting Sang-ji and saying that he would take it as a joke. Sang-ji was not convinced, and loudly told the uncle that Duan Joshu could be his own father. Unexpectedly, the uncle thought that Duan Joshu was going to be a father, and Sang-ji was so angry that Duan Joshu worked all night, and Sang-ji was very annoyed when he found out. If he had known, he would not have given him a computer. Duan Joshu was about to be discharged from the hospital, and the uncle was still telling Duan Joshu and Sang-ji to take good care of each other and get married as soon as possible. But Sang-ji simply said that they would get married as soon as possible. Sang-ji was unhappy, and didn't want Duan Joshu to make fun of herself. Sang-ji accompanied Duan Joshu back home with big bags and small bags. She was still very depressed. Maybe Duan Joshu thought that they would have no relationship other than brother and sister, so he joked with her like this. Sang-ji posted a lot of post-it notes at Duan Joshu's home, telling him to pay attention to his diet and not to stay up late, saying that he had to go back to do his homework and couldn't come over often, and that he would wait until he recovered. After leaving, Sang-ji comforted herself that it was fine, she was just Duan Joshu's younger sister anyway. But Duan Joshu listened to Sang-ji's words, eat well, take medicine and don't stay up late. Duan Joshu was very worried that Sang-ji would be angry, so he specially called for Sister Cyan, and Sister Cyan asked him to find time to ask Sang-ji to have a meal and talk about it. Zhang Ying would still call, but Duan Joshu was very firm, there was no need for them to contact again. Sang-ji and Zhang Ming went to the movies together, but Zhang Ming was afraid of chickens and was very frightened by the movie.